sitting on the floor, however. But I'll explain it to you further. Drink some water, get some water. You may want pen and pencil because this stuff might be a little new for you, but it's okay. Just come on in and join us. We're going to do some breathing this morning, and it's going to make a difference in our day.
Wake up, everybody. It's time to get up. Wake up, everybody. It's time to get up. Stay woke, stay woke, stay woke. It's time to get up. Stay woke, stay woke, stay woke. It's time to get up. We're healing, we're dealing, we're growing. Together, together, releasing. We're teaching, we're moving. Together, together, we're learning, discerning. We're striving. Together, together, we're leading, connecting, transforming. Together, together.
Good morning, Woo Woo community. How is everybody this morning? So, we are going to have a breathing session today. So I hope everyone's ready for that, who's able to breathe with us. I do have a setup for you. If you are in a situation where you can't actually do the breathing, you can still join us to some degree. So let us get started. Let me first tell you that I meditate every morning, and in meditation, Spirit kept saying, you got to breathe. You got to do a breathing session. Now, I said in one session that, oh, I hate breathing, and realized that that word hate is such a low vibration. So I thought about it and I said, let me fess up. It's not that I hate breathing, it's I'm challenged by breathing. And you know what? When things challenge you in life and you step up to it brings you to a whole new level of I'm able to do this. We were talking yesterday and we're saying that any area of our life that we want to, we feel that we're lacking in, sometimes it doesn't hurt to just teach it. If you're able to get on, learn everything about it and teach it, that's what helps shore you up. So that's where I'm sitting today. And when I came to that conclusion, then in my meditation, I also included some breathing exercise, and a lot of stuff came up for me just in the little 15 minutes that I was breathing. So we're going to probably do about 15 or 20 minutes of breath this morning. And I hope that you're able to get something out of it. So the last time I did this session, and I'm calling it Revisited, was because some questions came up as to the difference between pranic breathing and CCB breathing and regular breathing techniques. So, sorry? That's okay. Breathing techniques. Because if you have something to say, just jump right on in. It's not a problem. But some breathing techniques. So I thought, okay, well, let me find out for myself and be more clear about it. So this first portion of this morning will be about that. So let's do the first slide, Kinyofu. Okay, well, I'll start. So what is breath work? First of all, let's talk about what is breath work. So the first, yeah, that's it. So the official term breath work, without the space between breath and work, is describing all variations of conscious connective breathing, or CCB. And this is a practice that has been seen in a major boom in popularity over the past 5 years. So all CCB variants stem from two major branches, which is for the modern breath work, which were born in 1960. It would be holotropic and rebirthing. I do rebirthing. Looking at some of the YouTube versions of holotropic, what I got basically the difference was in the breath. After a while, you're able to hold your breath. Somehow they're able to hold their breath. Excuse me, instead of just circular breathing, they'll circular breathe for a while and then they're able to hold their breaths for longer and longer periods of time. But in rebirthing, it's actually something a little different. And I'll explain that. So the CCB and pranic come from different lineages and they have different intentions. Let me see what the next slide is. Okay, yeah, okay. So as I was saying, all the CCB variants stem from two major branches of modern breathwork: holotropic and rebirthing. The next slide. Okay, so CCB brings you in deep inner journey, or brings you to a deep inner journey while you are doing it, and it's about letting go. Whereas pranayama is less about a deep inner journey and more about breath and mind control. Also, CCB is typically done lying down with eyes closed, and yogic breath practices are often done sitting up. So pranayamic breathing is an ancient yogic breath practice. So pranayama, or prana, is Sanskrit for life force energy. And yama refers to expansion and extension and regulation and control. And through control, breath and mind is controlled, and prana is directed. So pranayama is a practice to prepare for meditation and is very purifying, to say the least. There are several types of pranayama that have different intentions. And this comes from the ancient text, the Yoga Sutra. The last type of breath is functional breathing. And we know that generally we get a pattern of breath. You go to the next slide. I don't remember what the next slide is. Okay, well, there it is. The difference, CCB brings you in deep inner journey and letting go, typically done lying down with eyes closed. And pranayama is less about deep inner journey and more about breath and mind control. Okay, that's cool. If that's all the slides, I can go on, because functional breath teaches and practices are also sometimes just referred to as breath work. However, techniques and goals and outcomes are very different from the CCB and the pranic. So functional breathing is typically taught in order to help people learn how to breathe deeper and more effectively. So this is important, as most of us have not breathed properly since we were babies. And we are breathing in a constricted way and failing to use the full capacity of our lungs. So they're saying that because we don't breathe full, taking a full breath and breathing from the abdomen. Most of us breathe from our chest. I don't know if you noticed when I took that breath, my chest rose. That's not the deep breath. The deep breath comes actually from the belly. from the belly breath. Now, the advantages of breathing deeply is that we have an opportunity, we know we do oxygenate our blood, and that changes the pH. I don't know, actually, most recently, I found that everything I ate was acid on my stomach. So someone said, get pH water, and the pH 8.5 or 9. And a lot of people drink a lot of that water. You can also aid in that, and I don't know what the science is behind whether or not you drinking pH water changes the pH of your blood and your body. I don't know the science behind that, but I know that when you breathe properly, that aids in removing a lot of those radicals in your blood that create an acidic environment. So,
Mama,
yes.
I'm sorry, when you finish this sentence, can you pause and ask for the audience to share what their breathing experience?
That was my next words getting ready to fall out of my mouth. What is it that you got from this conversation? What is it that you, I didn't know that, or I knew that, or talk to me. What's up?
All right, people who would like to share, you can come off of mute. You can raise your hand, or I could call on you.
Yeah.
This is Abimbola. Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings, my sister.
Okay, I can't pronounce it, but one that I was surprised at the different, one is laying down and one is sitting up.
Yeah.
So that was new to me.
That's what the literature says, girl. I know that CCB, all this CCB breathing or rebirthing that I've done has always been lying down. And when I've done pranic breathing, I did the fire breath. Someone recommended that I should do fire breath. And in doing the fire breath, I was always sitting up. But I didn't know that that was one of the differences in the two, between the two.
Laura Clark, are you able to come on to off of mute and share? How about Lori?
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Laurie.
Good morning. Thank you so much. This is so on time for me. Yes, I am experiencing some sinus issues. And
what kind of issues?
Sinus.
Oh, okay.
Yes, at this time of the year, but so I'm grateful. I know I have to focus more on my breathing. So I've been going outside, even though it's cold, just because I need a fresh air. Because when I'm inside, I can feel the difference.
Yeah.
I can definitely feel the difference with the air. So I'm just thankful this morning that you're here bringing this to us. And especially to me, I really need this. So I want to thank you so much.
Well, you're quite welcome. But you know what, quiet as it's kept, girl, this is just the tip of the iceberg. What CCB breath does is really, you know what I describe it as, like a tube that's coming right through the essence of of who you are, and everything that happens. You know, your mom went upside your head yesterday when you were a kid. When you were a kid, and you felt that was unfair, and you take that emotion, you just push it down into that tube. Then maybe you had a childhood where you might have been abused, and you held that in and you pushed that down in the tube, and you know, all the things that might have happened to you. Maybe you had health issues and you pushed that in your tube, and all the things that happen to us throughout our lifetime, it just gets pushed down and pushed down, because in having it standing in front of your face all the time, it's difficult to cope. So we just push it down. We just get rid of it. We don't really get rid of it. We just make it disappear by pushing it down. And I like to think of it as a tube that we have gotten all the whole lifetime. Even something might happen. Maybe your boss told you did something incorrectly in your work, or maybe a coworker cussed you out for some reason. All that is being pushed down and just packed down in there. And as a result of all that emotion, you get physical pain, emotional pain. Your energy is sapped. With CCB breath, it's like releasing all of that. And it usually takes more than just 1 or 2 sessions. It usually takes more than that. I know for me, we did it every month. Every time, not every month, but every time we went on retreat. When I first did it, I was a basket case. I cried and I cried as things started coming up. I was cold, and cold is fear. I was hot, and I don't know what hot represents. I would get dizzy and tingling in my feet and in my hands, and I mean, it was just a challenge until after a while it just became easy. And I don't mean after a while, like during that session, after many sessions. And the conversation after the session, because sometimes you even get some visions, some like dreams or something that comes up, and you can discuss that and then maybe do a little analysis of that. But all that stuff starts coming up. It just starts coming up. It's like you're regurgitating all of that hurt, all of that stuff that through your life you've had. And as you said, your breathing can become easier. You get more of a better breathing pattern, because let's face it, when we were children, we learned as babies, we learned a certain pattern. And that pattern, if we when we cry, of course, is but when stuff happens, fear, you hold your breath. You don't breathe it out. So that's just all of us have that issue. So our breathing gets constricted. And we know, especially in fear, there's constriction of breathing. So this helps to loosen all that stuff up. Did anyone else has any comment about that? We can talk about it a little while. Okay, I see.
Yes, while people are getting their mind around coming off of mute to share, I can read what's in the chat. And Sweetness has mentioned that the breathing is more beneficial opposed to pH balance in water. The science does not support the change in the body from drinking alkaline water.
Right.
Jem McBean has dropped in a chat from Facebook. She says, just join, but yes, this is informative. Deep breathing helps to calm and relax. And so if there's anyone that wants to share, put your voice into the space.
While someone's waiting, it really deep conscious breathing does more than just relax. As I said, it helps to release all that emotional baggage that you've been carrying around in all your life.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, there's a comment from Cherry, and I would like to know if you would like to come on to video and off mute to share. Cherry? Mama, you can finish your sentence.
Not right now.
Okay, you can finish your sentence. I'll read her chat. She says, I have anxiety for years out of fear and not breathing properly.
Mm-hmm. It'll help release that. I know. I was going to say you can't stop an old woman when she's on a roll, but now I remember what I was going to say. And what I was going to say is that one of the YouTube videos that I watched was this guy was saying that he had been doing breathing for 20 years, pranic breathing, just the breathing techniques when he would get upset or need to calm down. And he said until he did that deep, conscious, connective breathing, it didn't make a difference. He still had a lot of the little angst that he had at that going through life. But see, don't do that. It works for me, honey. But he said when he started doing the conscious breathing, he said it made a difference. And I get it. Even having the little bit of experience with CCB breathing that I've had, And touching upon it during this period of time that Spirit told me that I should do this session again, because trust me, I was saying, no, I don't want to do this again, but I'm finding that, yeah, I've got to be obedient. I started doing more of the CCB breathing, and stuff still came up. Even I got even emotional when I started remembering my ancestors, and I didn't know what that was about. I was breathing, and all of a sudden, stuff welled up in my heart. And my mother and father and brothers had been gone for a little while, so I don't think it was grief. I'm not sure what it was, or maybe it was just a little bit of grief that was still stuck down in there. And wow, I guess it was, because it's the thought that I'm the only one left in that generation. And I felt, wow, why did they leave me? But Spirit is good. Spirit is good. And I guess maybe because what I'm doing now in sharing this with you and sharing this technique with you and all the other stuff that I'll be sharing with you, excuse me, is the reason why I'm still around. And my immediate family, brothers and mother and father are not. And being the elder of the family now. So anything else in the chat, or does anyone have anything to say? Thank you. Yes, thank you. Okay, are we everybody great?
So Shashu has her hand up.
Okay. Hi, Shash. Look at my beautiful sister. Isn't she gorgeous? She always looks good.
Reflections. I so appreciate this conversation, because for me, you can never talk about the breath too much. It is so much a part of who we are. I know, like, I'm retired now, but I remember at work, things would get stressful or tight, and I would just, okay, let me just go take a breath.
Yeah.
And so sometimes with the children, all right, sit down, just relax, take a breath. So the breath, not realizing the depth of the significance at the time, you just kind of automatically do things. But what I want to share, but comment on, is that I have been an alkaline water person, but this is the first time I have associated the breath and the breathing with the alkaline balance in the body. So I have a whole new approach on that. I have a whole new element to research, because you know me, I'll just go start digging.
Yeah.
But so I really appreciate that, and the insight from all of the comments that are in the chat and verbally expressed this morning. So yeah, this is an awesome session.
You wait, girl. You just hold your hair back, because this is gonna be a mind blower, especially if you're able to get in it. Yeah, make a conscious decision to get in it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because at least for me it was, and I you guys are just a reflection of me. So we're gonna just I want to set you up and thank you for your comment, Shashi. You're just gorgeous, girl.
Thank you.
I want to set you up for the being able. Oh, no. You know what? First of all, no, I'm sorry. Poll. I want to see how many of you. Can you pull the poll up? Unless are there any more comments? And you want to read what's in the chat for me?
Sure. So Jem McBean, she's in Facebook. She says, I'm also thinking that when we do breath work, we slow down our brainwave cycles per second from beta to alpha and sometimes theta.
Okay.
And Sweetness says, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, I'm not sure about brain waves, but I know that deep breathing, the CCB breathing actually affects the functioning of our parasympathetic nerve or area. I think the sympathetic area is, if I'm not mistaken, is the action, and parasympathetic is the emotion. I read the difference but I didn't focus in on that when I was doing this research. So if anybody knows the difference between sympathetic and parasympathetic, put it in the chat if you will. But I know that this deep breathing affects the parasympathetic, and that's why it calms you and helps you bring up all that emotional baggage. Okay, so Mama Amal's breath test, or poll, if you will. So answer these questions. Have you done breath work before? And just take one, just yes or no, or you're not sure. And that would include the just the breath technique, like you sit there, oh my God, what a day. But you're consciously breathing, knowing that that breath is going to calm you. And then what method did you use? So have you ever done the breathing, the breathing technique, the 4-4-4, the box breathing, or I think it's the 7-8-8 breath technique, or whatever breath technique that you were aware of? Have you ever done that? And then, of course, have you done your pranic or pranayama breathing technique, or you just don't know? So if you can answer those questions while I prepare to
See, what percentage are we at?
Say again?
What percentage are we at as far as how many people answered the poll?
50% participated so far. Of that 50%, 75% said yes to the first question.
Okay, before you give the results, I just wanted to know how much more we need to go. So 50% of you, that means some of you have not looked at the poll. Is it because you don't see the poll, or you wait for the computer? So let's give it another 30 seconds and see what we get.
We're up to 62%.
Good, good. Let's keep going, people. Let's get a full consensus if possible. What's it looking like now?
70.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
75%.
Okay, so we can keep squeezing out because people are working, so good. We don't have to close it just yet. Is it looking like it's getting to 85 maybe?
It's right now sitting at 75%. Let me see. I put the questions on Facebook. Let me see what that's looking like. We have 3 responses from Facebook right now.
Okay. All right, so we can probably close the poll and then you'll be able to see the results.
That's pretty good. 82%. So I'll end the poll now. I'll do it in 2 seconds. Yeah, we're sticking at 82% right now. So ending the poll, and 84%.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Said, yes, they have done breathwork before.
Wonderful.
And 2%, 11% no, and 5% not sure. Then we have in the second question, the largest percentage was pranayama, 32%, and then we have 26% at CCB, and then
How many percent for CCB?
26%.
Okay.
Okay. The breathing technique was 16%, don't know 16%, and not applicable 11%. Okay.
Okay. All right. So are there any questions, anything? I'm going to move on to the next section. All right, then. I've got my sound shared. I am going to put on this music. and just feel it. So, as I always say, just find a quiet place. For CCB, you can lie on a mat or on a bed. Just get comfortable, whatever's comfortable for you. If you're lying in bed, remove the pillows. The mind, the brain will think that you want to fall asleep. And especially if we were doing the hour, falling asleep would be something that you would be more concerned with. So we just don't use a pillow when we're in bed. But if we're on a mat, you can put a bolster up under the nape of your neck so that you're comfortable. If you need to, you can bend your knees or put something up under your knees. Or if you are able, just lay flat. We can start the session with sitting on the mat, sitting up with crossed legs. That sitting on earth is like a foundation for you. But if you're lying down, that's fine too. Most of us start lying down, but you have the option of starting sitting up. And then for those of you who are in a situation where you can't lie on the floor, you can sit in a chair. Now, how I want you to breathe. I want you to take a breath in. Now, CCB, breathe through the mouth. Open mouth. If you have issues with cardiovascular, heart problems, epilepsy, pregnancy, or if you're on psychotic meds, it's advised that you check with your physician. However, you can breathe through your nose. And since breathing through your nose is what we naturally do, you can sit in the chair and do that and be part of this session. As we're listening to the music, and we can close our eyes because with CCB breath work, we do close our eyes. But just listen to what I have to say with your eyes closed. There are 3 things to remember. The flow of the breath. It's in. Hear the flow. Circular. Before you complete one breath, you're coming in with the next. And you want to ride with the flow of the breath. I want your focus to be on your inside, on the inside. It's a merging of your mind and your body. You're both in the same place. Psychologists who use some of these methods talk about felt sense. And I looked up felt sense. And what felt sense is a vague bodily feeling that are thoughts corresponding to unresolved emotional conflict. To translate that, language of sensation. So take your intention, as I said, inside the physical body. And look for the sensation, either emotional, muscular, or energetic. And we want to use the breath. We want you to focus in while you're breathing in those areas that you're feeling some sensation. And we want you to connect with that as well as supporting your nervous system and nurturing your body through oxygenation, bringing in the oxygen into the body. So we're doing, it sounds like we're doing three things. We are energizing ourselves with the breath, we are supporting our nervous system, and we are oxygenating our body and our blood. If you want to think of it, the inhale is like 60 minutes and the exhale is like 40 minutes. So I'm sorry, 60% and 40%. So you're taking you're expanding your belly. That's another thing. I want you to put your hands right up under your, I guess it's all sisters here, the girls, to touch your ribs. And when you breathe, feel that expanding. When you come in, you're expanding your ribs, and then you're letting it go. Those of you breathing through your nose, it's the same thing. Very good. Always bring your attention inward. Now, the next thing I want you to do is we're going to find that spot that we're going to call our resource. And that spot is where we are most grounded, where we feel safe. So with your eyes still closed, just feeling the music, just start scanning your body. Start with your toes. And you're going to find a place where you feel that feels comfortable for you, that feels safe. It could be in your leg, your legs, your arms, or your shoulder, even your heart, your solar plexus. Bring it up to your chest and your head. Just take a moment to find that spot, and we're going to call it a resource. Now, place your hand there and just feel the energy that's surging there as you're breathing just normally. It might even be your hip. Just place your hands there. Take a couple of minutes to breathe into that space. And notice how it expands and then it rests. It expands and then it rests. And just notice how you feel. In one word, describe how it feels to you. And you can come on and just say how it feels, or you can drop it in the chat. Because we really have not started the breathing yet. Are we having any responses?
No, you might not have started the breathing, but I think folks have.
Okay. Warm. Okay, Jacqueline says she feels warm. Good. What is your spot? Peaceful. Wonderful. Yes. Make sure you take peaceful. Wonderful. Yes. Take your intention inward. Feel that spot. If you don't feel anything, then that's not your spot. Just keep scanning. Find that spot. Mine is right up under my rib cage. Phenomenal. Wonderful. Just take that intention inward. All right. So, okay, can you we're gonna start, so you can, I'll take this off. And we are going to begin our breath. So what I want to tell you about this is not easy. It's going to take some pushing yourself, and I'm going to coach you through that. So are we ready? Let's start with taking our mouth open, relax the jaw for those who are breathing. And I hope you're in a position. And what I request that those who are breathing with us, open your mic, because I want to hear you breathing. So if you will, open your mic, as long as there's not a lot of noise in the background, or if you're at work. But you can sit at your desk and just breathe, but you don't have to open your mic. All right, so let's begin. Want to hear the breath? I don't hear it. Breathe it up. Let it go. Breathe in and let it go. Up. Let it go. Good. Inhale 60%, exhale 40%. Breathe into the belly. Breathe. 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 Nice deep breath. And then let it go. Don't force to let go. Just let it drop naturally. Breathe. Good. Breathe. Breathe. Follow the wave of the breath. Start feeling the movement. Just move a little bit. Just breathe. You may start feeling a little dizzy. Feel a little tingling in your hand. That's all natural. Move your fingers to get rid of the tingling. Just keep breathing. Inhale. 60% in, 40% let go. The energy level up. Just notice any resistance. Notice any feeling of discomfort. Notice it. Breathe into it and let it go. to just stop for a minute? No, don't. Just keep breathing. Push through. Come back to your source. That feeling of safety and goodness and groundedness. Keep breathing. Feel the flow of the breath. You can even start moving with the flow. When you feel that you're uncomfortable, go back to your source. You can even sigh, make a noise. The exhale. Yes, you can move. Flow with the breath. Just keep breathing. Those who have to leave at the 8 o'clock hour, thank you for joining this. Just keep breathing, those of you who don't. Just breathe. If you feel as though you can't go another further, just push it. Just know that you're doing this for your health, for your body. Just breathe. Thank you for joining me this morning. My information is in the chat. Just breathe. Those of you who are sitting up can now lie down, lie on your back, and just keep breathing. Just breathe. Join us on the replay so that you can complete this session and get the complimentary offer that I have for you. The rest of you just breathe. Ride the wave of your breath. You and your breath are in a dance. Make some noise. Come on, I see some of you have gone on mute. Is it because you stopped breathing? Just keep breathing. Just breathe. As I said, this is not easy. But you're not doing it just for yourself. Breathe. You want to get all of that stuff out. You feel emotional. You can cry. Take a deep breath and then come right back in. Just breathe. Your mouth may start feeling dry. Swallow. You come right back in. Don't stop. This is your life. breathing for your life. You're breathing to live. Find the energy. Just keep breathing. Come on, just breathe. We got 5 more minutes. Just ride the wave. Breathe for your family. It's where you are freed up, more energetic. Healed. Your family gets to heal. Breathe for your children. Breathe for your community. Because your healing blesses everyone. Three more minutes. Push it. Breathe. Breathe. See that bright light when you take a breath in? That's God, that's spirit. That's our creator coming in to bless you. Breath is that God breath. Let it unite. That infinite, divine light that's inside of you. Breathe. Feel with the energy of it. Feel energized by it. Don't quit. Just keep breathing. Move with it. Make some noise. Now push yourself. Energy. Breathe. Breathe. 2 more minutes. Give it all you got. minute. Okay, stop breathing. You know who you can put the other on. Lie on your stomach, on your side. Go in the fetal position. Normalize your breathing. And just lie there. And think about, are you worthy? Think about what your intentions were. Theodore, can you close your mic, please? Think about what came up for you during this session. No, it was not a complete session. Think about someone that you love, that you're breathing toward it. Send out the love to them. And just know that you love, that God loves you.
You can relax now. Come on and open your eyes. Breathe deeply now. I am with you. Oh, my sweet, sweet child. Who do you think you are? You are the
right. So let's talk. First of all, how many of you were able to get through the whole breathing session? And you can put it in the chat. And then what those of you who were not able to, let's talk about what blocked you, what came up for you, what you were up against. Catherine?
Yes.
Good morning, darling. How are you this morning?
Peace and blessings,
Peace and blessing.
grace and peace, love and light. Thank you so much. So what it is for me, this breathing, I've been troubled with challenge with breathing for many years, many years. So I always invite an opportunity to stretch and expand and grow and to be. I feel like I get to be to my divine self if I could only breathe. And for some reason, my surroundings from a child, I think I was trained and conditioned to hold my breath.
Yes.
And now my whole body is not in alignment. So in the exercise this morning, I wanted to push. So what happens with my nose? So I been diagnosed with sleep apnea.
Okay.
And then prior to that, sinusitis back in 1977 grabbed me. And so in my nostrils, so with the breathing properly through the nostrils, when you said we only have 3 minutes to go, right? My membrane swelled up and I could no longer inhale through my nose. So I attempted through my mouth because the last time you did the exercise, I barely got halfway through. So I said, I'm gonna do better. So I did push and I laid there. And what came up for me was seeing myself completing unfinished projects. And that's part of me holding my breath.
Yes.
Is starting something and not finishing it. However, while I was laying there and the breathing and pushing myself, I saw myself being happy with myself about completing my project. So I'm definitely gonna incorporate this breathing. You know what else I saw? I saw the lower part of my back. I've been diagnosed with sciatica, and I was intent because you said be intentional. I was like intentional about your healing. My back is healing. I don't have to see another doctor. My back is healing. So I was sending the breath there, and I feel really good. I feel really
Good, good. When you, what was your resource spot where you felt, when I said scan the body and find where you feel safest?
So I put my hands under my I'm gonna use the word chubby because I'm a little chubby, right? So I put my hands, it's like under my breast, but because my stomach tends to be too close to my breast because of my chubbiness. So I put my hands there in a way of accepting myself in a loving way. That's what I did.
And you felt in that space, you felt safe, you felt grounded.
Yes.
Okay. And when you breathe, you felt the expansion and the contract. Good. Good. So listen, Spirit told me 2 things that I was to do. Number 1 is on Wednesdays, the middle of the month, and Wednesday being the middle of the week, that I should do a shortened version of this breathing technique and offer it at least 2 months. And I was wondering, would that be something? It wouldn't be the long hour, because I'm also offering an hour of breathing, which is what CBB breathing really is. But it would have to be one-on-one, because I'd have to be able to be there if something came up, because in the hour, stuff comes up.
Yes.
So, and you might stop breathing, et cetera, and I'd have to coach you past that. But would that be something that you would want to see? Because I was just curious. That means once a month you'll be breathing. Even
Well,
even
yeah,
even if
yeah,
it's not the
when,
long version, and not just that's not just for you, that's for the whole community. That once
right,
a month, in the middle of the month, in
in
the
the
middle
middle
of
of the
the
week.
week,
Yes,
you would breathe, even if it's just for 20 minutes.
yes, I like that, having a date to do that.
Yeah.
Having a date with myself and with my breath. Yes, that would be wonderful.
Okay.
Thank
Inshallah.
you.
That's what's and I wasn't even gonna mention it this morning. Because like I said, it's a challenge for me too. But I'm telling you, even this morning with coaching you, and then all of a sudden I got into the breath. I don't know if you noticed that, but I got into the breath, and I'm telling you, coming out, there's still stuff in there for me too. And having done it a long time, it doesn't take that long for it to start coming out in me. So did you want to read the chat? Because I've seen some things come through chat, and then let's identify someone else who may not have been able to make the whole session. I want to see what came up for them.
Okay, so I'm going back to before when you first was setting up the breathing with that relaxing music. So Teresa Plaskett, at that moment, she shared from Facebook, "I'm working, but Mama Mal's voice and the light music was soothing. My typing slowed down, became present that this will get done in good time. No need to worry or get worked up."
Good.
And what follows is Danette saying, "So powerful." This is after now, right? "Thank you, Mama Mal. Love getting to breathe for my family and community." So
Oh yeah.
you have hearts from Joyce Benton. And Mika says, "I felt like I was levitating. There were tingling in my fingers and my heart." Deborah says, "Yes, please." And Jacqueline says, "Yes, Dr. Danette, I like the idea of breathing for family and community." That's it for the comments. So who would like to share, reflect on what it is you experienced?
And whether or not you were able to and Shombe said, and Shombe, did you want to come on, honey? Also, I want to know,
Well, I wasn't going to, but I will.
Oh, you know, girl, you my rock girl. Talk to me.
Yes, yes, yes. And I'd be well. I enjoyed that. What did I say in the comment? Oh, that I had to remind myself as I am inhaling through my nose to make sure that I am exhaling fully to keep that balance there so that I would not be dizzy. Because when I find myself, kind of like cheating, taking that deep breath in and then kind of like taking a little shallow exhale, that's what causes that kind of like dizziness feeling. So to balance all that, I'm just making sure that as I take that breath, that I am conscious of the inhaling as well as the exhaling, because both are important.
I'm so glad you said that, because in the demonstration that I saw on Facebook, on YouTube, she said, make sure you're breathing. And you're not breathing if you're breathing in and just little out. You're absolutely right. That's why I hope you were able to hear my breath, because that is important. You have to
let it all, yes, yes, yes. And my thoughts, I don't know why, but all during that, my thoughts are also, it just kept drifting to emergency preparedness. I don't know, my mind just got stuck there.
Spirit is telling you that because a family, I want my sister to come on, because she's a scientist. And she could do a whole session on being prepared in any emergency. And she's got, if you don't have something, there's stuff around your house that you can put together in order to provide you with what you need. But that's a sidebar. We're going to get her on. Yes. But thank you, Nshombe, for that.
And also, I just wanted to say one other thing. It's Lindy. It's just it's just amazing about our children,
Yeah.
and when they almost become our parents at this stage, And Lindy is constantly, if she thinks I'm about to get stressed, she said, Ma, take that breath, take that breath, take that breath.
Yeah.
Thanks, Amal.
Thank you. Okay, anyone else would like to come on? And if you didn't do the breathing exercise, let's talk about that as well, because that's important. Because you know that doggone ego, that ego will kick in and say, you know what, I don't know what the hell this, excuse me, I don't know what's going on here, but I am not playing. I am not, in other words, I'm not going to play this game. And that would be to the far right. I'm going to say to the right because left is spirit, right is the world. So it'd be to the far right. Anywhere in between. If you just did half of the breathing, what came up for you? What was it that stopped you from breathing? Maybe it was something that was physical. Maybe it was something that was in the mind that's a barrier for you. What? Okay, Abimbola.
This is Abimbola, peace.
Love
so
you,
it was wonderful for me because what is it? CCB breathing.
Yes, ma'am.
So generally, I have a tendency because I'm here in my bed and I'm cozy, I fall asleep. But this time, because I was, really conscious in my mindset, to say breathe, inhale, and I do it like, when you inhale, your stomach, you expand your stomach.
Yes.
So because I kept something in my mindset, I didn't feel like I wanted to go to sleep. I was participating. So this was wonderful. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
You know what? I thank you because I'm telling you, when I first started thinking about doing this the first time, I said online, I don't know how it's going to be effective. If we were in the same room, I would be walking, and anybody who's sleeping, give them a nudge or some kind of encouragement that they might, but it being online was a whole new different situation. Plus, if anything came up for a person, I wouldn't be able to help them except what we're doing now. So I appreciate you telling me that you were in bed, that you were conscious, and you were present, and that you did the work. I really appreciate that. But Abimbola, come back on because I want to ask you, what came up for you?
So what came up? Like I said, I don't know, I was just, I felt light.
Okay. Did you get dizzy at all?
No, I didn't know. I don't know. Seemed like I'm frozen.
No, you're not. You're fine.
Oh, I didn't feel any dizziness or no. I do yoga 3 times a day. 3 times a week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And so we do certain breathing, but it's of the teachers talking and like that. So, but this was, like I said, a different experience just in terms of laying down for that period of time.
Can I see how you were breathing? Can I put you on the spot?
Oh Lord. But it seems like
you're fine, honey. You present that picture in the background is beautiful.
Okay. Okay. So let's see now. Let me move the pillow.
Well, you don't have to lay down to do that. I just want to see whether or not you are actually doing circular breathing.
Oh, okay.
And were you breathing through your nose or through your mouth? Okay. Can I show you the difference with that?
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
The difference is you're breathing into the belly. Did you hear my inhale? You hear it? It's like,
Oh. Oh, so that's like a panting or something like that.
Just about, except you take a deep breath in and then letting it go.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So next time that's what, and practice that a little bit. Let me see you do it right now. That's not bad. Are you breathing through your nose or through your mouth?
I was breathing through my nose and letting it out through my mouth.
No.
You're saying breathe through my mouth? I thought you
Either,
said
yeah, the whole thing or all of it through your nose, depending on what
everything is through my
engaged.
nose. You're saying everything was through.
No, everything is from one orifice or the other.
Oh. Do it again. One more time.
I'm doing it.
Okay, good. Okay, I'm gonna practice that. Okay.
Thank you so much.
I received that. Okay.
Great,
good.
great. All right, thank you. Okay, anybody else?
All right, there's no hands up. There's
okay,
no.
just call on somebody.
Yeah, and so let me see. I see Sweetness hand is up again. Let me tap into the rest of the community. Laura, do you want to share? Are you available? Sherry, is this a better time for you? Adam, it would be great to hear a male voice. I heard you breathing.
Yeah, I did too. Thank you.
This is Laura. I'd like to share.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, I am feeling so much freer now, and I find stuff coming up out of my lungs. I felt movement like mucus coming up. What came to me is, as a child, I used to see the spiritualist people in Jamaica doing this kind of breathing to the drumming. And yes, they were like, and if you heard me when I do it just now, I could feel mucus actually moving in my chest area. This is how powerful. Another thing that came up for me was working as a nurse and the power of the breath at that moment.
Yeah.
At that moment, before transition, and we're working with the clients, begging them to, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So that's what came up for me. And I thank you.
So, Laura, I'm going to put you on the spot also. Let me see how you were breathing. That's good. Okay. Right. Very good. And you're right. I know the first time I breathed, my nose got so stopped up, I couldn't breathe. I was at one point I was alternating. I was breathing from my nose, but stuff was coming up for me, and all that mucus. I had to breathe through my mouth, and then when I finished the breath, I was able to blow all of that out. Mucus is confusion. It's not that when you get that mucus buildup, it represents confusion.
We gotta talk.
Okay, I got a special offer. Text me and we can talk. We can do that, girl.
Okay, thank you so much. Blessings.
You are quite welcome.
Thanks.
Please, anyone else?
All right, I'll put Sweetness on, and anybody else can drop their hand up.
All righty.
So no, I wanted to also share with the community that the lady that was talking after we were turned position in the fetal position. So that was very comforting to hear what she was saying, to know we are loved and we're not alone. And so I've been reminding myself of that often, because I am right now alone. I moved to Georgia from New York, and with my son, so I thought, but he hasn't slept here yet. So I've been alone. And so I keep reminding myself, you're not alone. You are not alone. And when she was saying that after the breathing, that was extremely comforting. So
isn't it though?
Oh yes.
I always get teared up with that. Anytime I'm reminded that God loves me. Oh my gosh, girl. That is just little like alfalfa with that alfalfa that had their hair sticking up. That is always so comforting, just to know I am not alone. I can just relax. Oh my goodness, yes.
Amal, I just
Yes,
wanted
ma'am.
to tell, I just wanted to tell Catherine I'm here in Lithonia.
I know.
Let's
That's
get
right.
together.
I'm in
Yes,
Bola. I'm not. I'm in Bola, but Sweetness. Did you hear that?
Catherine. I think it was yes.
Yeah, that's Sweetness. Did you
Oh,
hear that?
okay.
That and Shombe lives in Atlanta, and she's in Lithonia.
All right, so we're getting hookups. All right, love it.
Right. Share it in the chat.
Yeah, so
Anyone else?
yeah, in the chat, I asked Cherry if she could share, and she's not in. She's enjoying
Yeah,
the
she
space
said,
right now.
right, I read that, yes.
And Sombe says, my daughter and I have been doing conscious breathing for many years as a result of responding to stress and pain. Never knew there was a specific technique. Strange how we start by panting.
Yeah, that's the truth. I think that fire breath is more of a pant too. And that it's a pranic breathing technique, and it energizes you. Man, when I do that fire breath, I'm telling you, I just feel good all over. So it's amazing. You know, my master teacher used to share that the breath is God. You breathe in, you're breathing in God. What one of with the breath being God, that means that when you are in a situation where you need God, you gotta breathe. How about that? But one of let me see. Oh Lord, I lost my train of thought. Oh well, whatever it was I was going to say, at least I said that much. So is there anyone else in the community who would like to share what came, first of all, how they were breathing, what their resource space was, where they felt grounded and felt safe, excuse me, and peaceful, and what came up for them? And just call someone. I mean, there's no right or wrong answer.
Yep, so I'll call Adam again as a
Oh,
possibility.
right, Adam. Yes, thank you, Adam.
How about Veronica?
Good morning, everyone.
I heard you, Adam. I appreciate you really joining in. Did you go through the whole session?
I didn't really go through the whole session because I had to do some grocery shopping. But
Okay.
when I did the first half of the session, I was feeling some tension around my neck area and my chest area. But as I continued to push on, I started feeling more better and relaxed.
Right. That's one thing that was another instruction that I missed. That if you start feeling tension in the back of your neck, just move your neck. Usually, also, you can put what do you call it, a bolster? If you're lying on the floor and on a mat, or even in your bed, you can put a bolster under your neck to help support your neck.
Right.
And then if you feel tension there, you can just move it a little bit. But they're asking you when I'm moving with the breath, I'm usually just moving my body. I love moving my body because that's what I do. I dance, and so I just move my body.
And I don't know if you heard me, Mama, but when I was doing the breathing exercise, I was making some sounds, and I'm not sure if you heard me.
I did. That's why I said thank you. I certainly did.
And that sound was to help me release any anger or frustration that I have.
Very good. You should be in a room where people are actually lying on the floor breathing. Man, people are just moaning and just sighing, and I mean and the energy that comes out of that when you're breathing with people in the community in the same space is just phenomenal. That's why I wanted the mic to be open so that we can hear the breath, but maybe that just doesn't work. But is there anything else, Adam?
You said what?
Is there anything else you want to share?
Oh no, that's about it, Mama. I mean, I really enjoyed this exercise.
And you know what? I really appreciate you jumping in 100%. I appreciate that.
You're welcome, Mama.
And you have a wonderfully blessed day.
You too.
Thank you.
Mama.
Yes.
So people, I did ask people to unmute themselves, and it's likely that they chose not to because of the
That's okay.
circumstances they're in. And so Noelle from Facebook, she says, you mentioned fire breaths and breathing God. And so it's 8:36 right now. I don't have any other hands up, and I'm not sure who else has something to share.
Okay, I didn't realize it had gotten there. All right. So I guess we can just move on.
Okay, I'm gonna pull up your slides.
Okay.
Okay. I'm sorry, navigating my screens
That's
right. All righty. Begin to speak about it. Mama?
Yes, I'm sorry, that is on me, isn't it? My mind just drifted. So, like I said earlier, how this works on Zoom is questionable. And maybe not. So the first 2 people to text me will receive a complimentary 1-hour CCB breath work session. It could be first thing in the morning because I am up at 4:30 in the morning. So, but it would have to, we would schedule it. And we would do 45 minutes of the CCB breathing, 5 minutes of the cool down, and then we would discuss what came up for you. And in the beginning, we would talk about what you intended, what things that you are attempting to do, but you feel as though you have there's a barrier that you're blocked, so that we can breathe through that and see what that is about in terms of what comes up for you during your session. And I'm willing to do that with 2 people, complimentary. And anyone else who comes, the first 2 that does that, first 2 that text me will have that offer. And then anyone else, it'll be a love offering. I'll just schedule it sometime in my day or in your day, and it'll be a love offering. And that'll be just for the next couple of weeks. And then after that, if it's something that people want to do regularly, then maybe I'll start a little business doing that. I don't know. So yeah. And you see my text number is 313-657-5510. Next slide. My contact information, Facebook is Sherilyn Muhammad, and in parentheses, Amal Muhammad. So if you put Sherilyn, you probably will not have any problem finding it because Sherilyn is not a name you normally see. But Amal is in there somewhere, so you'll know it's me. My email is cmuhammad00@atd.net, and my telephone number is 313-657-5510. My own, my own natural energy yield. So in the Course in Miracles, they tell you that giving and receiving is the same, that money is just energy, and you have to keep that energy flowing with the giving and receiving. They're all the same. It just builds up energy. The more you give, the more you will receive. In our church, we sing a song to that effect. The more you give, the more you give, you get, well, I forgot the words. It's been a while. But anyway, the point is that the more you give, the more you will receive. So just be generous with all of us that facilitate on Woo. And it's not even about the donation. It's just about keeping the energy alive and well and constantly just giving to our community through the giving and receiving. If your code is 500, how about that? What is I wish Brandon was on. We can know what 5 represents. I can't think of it offhand, but 500 and CM to Sherilyn Muhammad. So the code #500CM, and we can do the next slide. And coming up on January 16th is our own Cheryl Glenn, and we're going to be making soap moves. That is going to be on Sunday. So let's be on there supporting Cheryl and seeing how making soap move.
Okay, so we welcome all new members that are in the space. I did see some new names and that excites me. So welcome, welcome. Put your name in the, put that in the chat here in Zoom. Say, hey, I'm new, and let the WOO members welcome you. If you're in Facebook and this is your first time in Facebook, or if it's your first time in a long time in Facebook, drop in there, hey, I'm here, so that you can be formally welcome and coming back. Here's our schedule. We're here 5 days a week. Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday are our long days from 7 to 8:30. And Monday and Wednesday are our short days from 7 to 7:30. You can find us on Zoom. You can find us on Facebook. And if you want to receive a text alert in the morning to wake you up and get you out of bed and onto Zoom or Facebook, you can do this right now if you haven't already. You only need to do it once. And you will you can open up your text right now, type in 74121 in the telephone number section, and then WOO Nation in the comment section, press send, and you will be in our automated text messaging system. We have swag. You can go to /WOO swag and check out all that we have. So in this slide, you see we have mugs and thermos and a laptop case. Was it a cover, a laptop sleeve? We have tote bags, we have journals, we have t-shirts and sweatshirts, and we also have a mask. There's a mask hanging on that little lamp there. You can get your swag, multiple options, give them as gifts, use them around the house, in the street, bit.ly/WOO swag, represent. And we have an anthology. If you've been around for a while, you know that we're putting a book together. We're asking your contribution. And now that, and so you have contributed, and now the next step is for your offering the title. So we have a list of titles here, suggested titles. You can also create your own title. So I'm looking at 6 titles. I'll only read 2 of them. You can go to the bit.ly to look at them all. So first one I'm going to read is Woo Child, a transformative journey through grief. I'm going to skip a couple down and go Wake Up Everybody, a formula for collective transformation. Those are just 2 of the 6. Go to bit.ly/WOO title, and WOO title is uppercase letters. Go and vote your title today. This information hopefully is being dropped in the chat. We'll ask you to stay in touch. We want you to register. You actually need to register in order to get information every week, because every week we have a new lineup. So go to bit.ly/wake up movement. And if this is your first time and someone gave you the link, this is where you would go to get the information directly emailed to you. And the email is the link to get into Zoom, the Facebook links, and is who's presenting and what they're presenting about for the entire week. So you do that weekly. And we have 2 Facebook pages. One is a private page, one is a public page. So we're streaming live from the private page, which is our group, bit.ly/WOO community. You can type that to get there. You would need to request admittance. And then when you're accepted, then you'll be in, and you will see messages from the facilitators and the admin team, the WOO team. You'll see playbacks from our presentation. The public page is bit.ly/WOO Nation. That's uppercase WOO Nation. And that's our fan page. So we're on Instagram and we're on YouTube. We need some people power in order to help build that out. And we have an email if you'd like to reach us, info.wakeupseries@gmail.com. And today is Thursday, so every Thursday we mention about volunteers. We're always looking for volunteers. We can't do this without you. We can't. I volunteer, Z volunteers, and there's a whole host of people behind the scenes that are volunteering on their own time, and that's still not enough. So we need you, please. info.wakeupseries@gmail.com. Drop a message saying, I'm interested. Tell me what there is to do. And the time is up to you. The time that you share is up to you. Could be an hour a day, could be an hour a week, right? It could be a full team process, or it could be part of a team process, something that you can do to help us. We definitely are looking forward to your joining the team. And there's a whole world behind the scenes that you learn so much. I'm going to ask you all to unmute. I'm going to stop the share, and we're going to give Mama Amal a love shower for this wonderful presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Very much.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Mama, for this great breathing exercise.
Thank you.
I have to go back and do the replay
Peace and
because I
blessings
missed some.
to Mama Amal, and peace
Thanks
and
everyone
blessings
for
to
attending
Wu.
And
the
I will
session.
call
Thank
you.
you.
As I always say,
Thank
let's
you.
move
God
forward,
bless
everybody.
you. Wonderful.
you.
Greetings, Wu family.
Yes, Mama.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mama Amor.
Thank
Be
you,
on the lookout for
Mama
my
Amal.
You are
Saturdays
a
on
gem.
Facebook.
Thank
You
you.
are a diamond. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Love you.
Thank you.
Love y'all.
Oh, great, great, great,
Love
great,
you.
great,
Yes.
Mama Amal.
Patience
Okay.
forever.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Keep smiling.
I know.
Keep shining. We love you.
I think there's a song to that effect.
Yes.
Keep smiling. I can't even think of the words, but the tune is in my mind.
Oh, it was wonderful.
I'm glad you enjoyed. I hope that.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank
you're
you.
welcome.
Have a wonderful, blessed day.
You have a better one. Times 10, girl.
Yes.
Thank you, Shashu and Joan Bay.
Yes.
Thank you. Love you guys.
Yes. Love you too. Peace.
Peace.
Do I end it?
Okay.